All right, salute. What's going on, gentlemen? I appreciate you being here. Throw me some love if you're new to the channel. This is going to be a pretty long video, but I've been here for over a year living in Thailand, and everything's kind of come to fruition in a good way. Things are happening, things are moving forward, and I want to be first to tell you I'm getting married. I'm getting married to my girlfriend. We've been together over a year now, a little over a year. She's wonderful in every way, and I just want to give a success story. You know, I did not come here to even find a woman. I came here for a better life, and just things just kind of happen and fall into place. I couldn't tell you guys, she's an incredible woman. I'm excited, I'm happy. She's just always in a good mood. She sings around the house, she cooks, she cleans, she's respectful and soft and feminine. We've never had, we've had a few disagreements in the very beginning, when it comes to setting boundaries, but nothing like I've ever dealt with any woman, to be honest. I mean, she's never called me out. I've never called her out a name. We've never raised our voices at each other. Like, we have a great relationship. She's a beautiful woman. She's kind, and I enjoy being with her. And with that being said, I can't even believe I'm considering this. Like, I had the mentality and the mindset when I came here, I was never going to get married again. But just dealing with the women here is just, it changes your perspective in so many ways. And with that being said, I'm going to run a video regarding the Passport Bros. And this video speaks light. There are so many success stories, and this is the reason why men leave. And this is what men are finding here. Give a shout out to FBE Capital for making this video. I love it. I'll put a link down in the description if you will. I love you guys. Let's get started. Let's do it.
Thing about being a single plus-size woman having to deal with fat phobia and think that there's definitely time
Look in my eyes, you seeing victory. We ain't taking L's, death to our enemies.
Even better, it doesn't even look like Bali.
You cannot stop me. Sit back and watch me straight to the top.
Waters, blue water.
You can enjoy days like this.
This is it. I'm home.
Yeah, I can be independent. Yes, I do it all on my own as a single mom.
Where are we finding men now?
I want a man to fucking show up so I can be soft.
Yeah.
And I'm so sick of waiting. I just want love in my life so bad.
No matter what opposition that you bring, I will be standing because I am the king. I am the lion. This is my jungle, like a gorilla, ready to rumble.
Just for this point in my life, like, it just feels like Jesus.
I'm literally on the
These
verge
women
of
are
crying.
damaged.
I'm literally on the verge of tears. Yet another situationship has ended.
I've been trying to meet someone, just anybody worth my time for years.
Me.
Like, as far as I'm concerned, I've been left
I.
After 3 years of living in Southeast Asia,
Thankful to be out here.
Living the dream that I'm so lucky to live.
I am done being an independent. Look at the f***ing state of me.
I've decided
And
I'm
the
no
cursing.
longer a strong, independent woman that needs no man.
I was like, I weigh 220 pounds. But the thing is, I wear my weight very well.
I think there might be some better options. This is my obey.
Oh my god, the view is ridiculous.
Don't want to be single anymore. And
I will be 33 next month.
I'm fine. I need...
Guys, you gotta leave the West.
Go where you're treated best.
Yes, boys, we are back with part 2 of Passport Bros. Finally, I know, I promised part 2 a long time ago, but sometimes it's a bit difficult behind the scenes here to get certain videos out. So please forgive me for that. But anyways, we are back and we are jumping straight in where we left off in part 1. So if you haven't seen part 1 yet, go check it out first, then come back to part 2. Otherwise, some things might not make a lot of sense.
oh yeah, you're going Dutch. Oh yeah, I think it's just I think it's bull.
By the way, if you are feeling the Passport Bros series, then smash that like button and let me know in the comment section if you want more of these. Anyways, enough waffling, let's get to it. So clearly, modern women absolutely hate Passport Bros because unlike men, these modern women in the West really have nowhere else to go since they all practice fake feminism.
Like, paying a bill 50-50 is bullshit.
They should pay for everything?
Men should always pay. I don't care how much money I ever make, I still want my man to pay for everything.
Yeah, real equal. And so this ability for men to simply ignore Western women, opt out of dating apps, and escape to countries where the majority of women are still feminine and kind is really starting to anger a lot of modern women.
Passport bros be, first of all, predators.
I think going abroad, they go for women who are more vulnerable.
Okay, let's talk about passport bros. So the only women they'll be getting are the ones that they're paying for.
Now what's ironic here is that this lady, Jessica, who is a massive hater of passport bros, is actually a passport sis herself.
That made me decide to go to Italy today.
If you've ever been to the Balkans, you know what I'm talking about, and it's all men.
But yeah, you can't really expect
You were
that
average at
type of
best.
chivalry that I have found in other countries. Even in the ones that I love, that I prefer to date in, like Italy, passport bros meant this more American male toxicity.
Yep. Classic big fat hypocritical feminist, traveling all over the world to meet men but then cry about it when men do the very same thing, only a lot better. Anyways, not only is Jessica here traveling all over Europe trying to find a great guy, she's not exactly having any luck with it.
German men I felt were very similar to American men. They want to go 50-50. If they do pay, they're definitely expecting something. If you don't give them something, there's some resentment. It's with the men these days, sitting on the, kind of sitting on the outskirts, waiting for women to make the first.
I don't like it, y'all. This is universal. I'm even finding Italian men doing this.
Yeah, definitely not a great idea to go to Europe if you don't want to do 50-50.
You go on that first date and the woman pays for you?
Yeah, it's fine for me.
In fact, as a Dutchie myself, we do not try to impress women with fancy cars to pick them up from a date. No, we show up on bicycles and she can hop on, or she can just meet us at the bar or the restaurant. We Dutchies really don't care how she gets there, just as long as she gets there on time. We really do care about that. And so you see, this proves what I've been saying, which is that modern women are all trapped in their own bullshit, leaving them with nowhere to go. Because nowhere outside of America are men going to cater to this nonsense, and on top of that, more and more American men are now waking up to the fact that there is a whole world out there where women actually like men.
Gray is cooking up an absolute storm. You're cooking 3 Filipino dishes today. 4 Filipino.
My girl loves to cook too. She loves to cook.
Yes.
And you can live like a king for as low as $1,000 a month.
Just like $500 per month.
The cost of living is fantastic. You can get nice places for $500-600 a month.
This is what $500 a month can get you in Bangkok, Thailand.
Yep, that's right guys. All you really need to get started as a passport bro is just $2,000 of online income and some good SPF protection from all the sun you'll be getting. And to help you do just now that men in the West are waking up and they're saying we are done with the games and these stupid dating apps and are now discovering new and better worlds, the women in the West are actually finding this out the hard way, and it's not pretty.
I'm tired of the dating game.
Yeah, already for no reason. I've been single for 7 years. I deserve someone to share who I am with.
You've been on your back for 7 years.
I deserve to find somebody.
I'm 30 and beginning to think that this whole dying alone thing isn't gonna be like a running joke. It's gonna be reality.
I used to talk so much shit about girls who settled, and now I hope to become one.
Yeah, now they want to settle. Not so funny anymore, huh? When men are no longer playing along and you have to deal with the consequences of your action. Which is why modern women will now try to scare dudes into not dating foreign women.
They're going to use you. They're going to treat you worse than American women. They have higher expectations.
Because according to them, these foreign women simply do not speak English and are too stupid to understand you.
The Philippines, Thailand, women that can speak very little English, women that don't have education.
They don't know what's available to them.
The standards are a little lower over there because most of the women come from poverty, right?
It is truly amazing how no
chicks
one
are
will
broke.
ever be more condescending to women than a feminist, since these women are basically comparing foreign women to monkeys that can't read or write. Like, hello, do you realize that half the planet pretty much speaks or at least understands basic English? And if you've ever dated in Italy or Spain, then you know that women in the Philippines and other Asian countries are actually much better at speaking English than many Italian or Spanish women. As a matter of fact, they speak better English than whatever the hell this is.
So I don't want to talk like that.
Look at that. Yes.
Oh lord.
Hell no.
Anyways, let's actually pull up the official global index for English proficiency to see what's going on. The Dutchies are rocking the #1 spot, awesome, but in second place already you find Singapore. And at number 15, still classified as high proficiency, you find Romania, followed by a whole bunch of Eastern European countries, which by the way is a great alternative to Southeast Asia if you are not into Asian women.
Oh shit, here we go! It's on! Race war!
Yes, I know, nowadays in Snowflake land, race is such an incredible touchy subject, and even just mentioning a type is now considered white supremacy or racism. But in this channel, we do not give a fuck, okay? Because men like what they like. It's as simple as that.
It would be with like a, busty blonde or an Asian with pointy nipples.
Exactly, Ari. I mean, let's be honest, we are talking after all about traveling abroad to find a better life and start dating better women. So yeah, what those women look like and if you are attracted to them plays a huge role. Anyways, back to the proficiency index, where we see that at number 20, the Philippines still sits 15 spots above Spain and Italy at number 35. So clearly, you can find plenty of women in both Asia and Eastern Europe who speak English at a very high level, making dating abroad a lot easier. But not only do plenty of foreign women speak English, their countries also have these magical buildings.
Hello everyone. Hi. My name is Jack. I'm from Australia. Moving into the IT class. Let's go. Hello students. How are you? So even the king has set up coding for kids.
People
which,
are so
is so
smart and polite here. Even the kids, it's crazy.
Where they actually learn.
Almost every Mexican girl I've gone out with here is well educated. They have a high paying job. They're like an engineer or a supply chain manager or a dentist or a doctor or a lawyer.
So you're not dating some savage from a remote village,
Women that don't have education.
cut off completely from modern technology. No, you're actually dating a regular woman who has a job or is studying or even does volunteer work.
Have you been to parties or found yourself ever in a really bad neighborhood?
Yeah, I work in a favela.
She's beautiful.
Wow, you worked in the favela.
Yeah.
Wow, what were you doing in the favela?
I was volunteering for kids.
It's an angel over here. That's amazing.
Ah, simply beautiful.
Yep.
And a big change from dating in the West, where the village toad has the audacity to demand hundreds of dollars so that you can be graced by her royal presence.
Here are some things I expect a man to pay for while I'm dating him or we're in a relationship. All dates. My nails to be done, my conditioners, my leave-ins. Eventually, you're gonna have to pay my rent.
Yeah, this is what you call not knowing your worth. But anyways, dating overseas in a lot of these countries is truly going back in time with old school values in a modern world, where women are simply dating with intent and not just to cure their boredom for when Chad is finally done banging some other girl.
Another big cultural difference is the level of flakiness. This was such a big frustration for me in the US because it seemed like about half of the dates that I would schedule, they would cancel on me. Whereas here in Mexico, once I have a date scheduled, there's like a 90% chance that that's going to happen.
You see, these foreign women are not some poor little village girl needing super gringo to come and save her, but she's actually just living a normal life and she's happy to stay in her own country, which actually makes it more likely that when you find someone to date, she's not dating you for your money or a green card, since a lot of these women do not want to leave their families. Now obviously, women that want to exploit you do exist over there, and yes, if you're being an idiot, you can easily be taken advantage of. But how is that any different from your life in the West?
They should pay for everything.
Men should always pay.
I mean, in the West, plenty of women are taking advantage of men on a massive scale, where the majority of women are simply using men for attention and money, and are even dating multiple men at the same time. So let's not pretend that men are only going to be taken advantage of when they go overseas. This is completely ridiculous. At least overseas, you have far more women to choose from that actually want to date with intent, since it's still embedded in the culture. While in the West, you can choose from all the wonderful women who are bragging about not wanting to have kids. Seriously, as if modern women weren't unappealing enough, now they don't even want to have kids, meaning there's literally no reason to date them. And so not only are you more likely to find women that actually want kids when you go overseas, it's also a lot easier and cheaper to start a family in most of these countries.
To the left, you can see what looks like a baby orangutan, but it's actually my son Teddy. Raising a family in Philippines is a lot more affordable and a lot more accessible than back home.
Now before I wrap up this video, I need to debunk one more absolutely disgusting tactic that so many women are using to hate on passport bros, which is the allegation of tourism.
The part about the passport bros that nobody wants to mention is a lot of these men are actually going overseas to underage girls.
Yeah, those are not passport bros, you absolute moron. Because older men in their 50s and 60s traveling to certain Asian and African countries for girls and boys, mind you, of a particular age range has been going on for decades and already has a name. It's called tourism by pedophiles, and it was going on way before the passport bro movement even became a thing.
And they stick out like a sore thumb too. People here don't like that.
Passport bro movement is just sick, and yet again proves my point about modern women always trying to criminalize normal male behavior that they don't like. Because the concept of passport bros is a direct consequence of a totally f***ed up dating market in the West caused by dating apps, social media, and feminism. And it has nothing to do.
Yep. Well, that wraps the video up. I let it go for a long time. It is a wonderful video, guys. Check it out, FBE Capital. He does a lot of these great montages. He follows it. But guys, there are success stories here. And I'm not going to end it on a bad note. There are failures too, and there's a lot of, you got to be careful. You can't come over here wearing your heart right up front. You need to find a woman who's intentional. That's really, I want to focus on that point. He actually mentioned that a few times in the video. The women here are very intentional, and I'm not talking about the the touristy hot spots. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying that a lot of the women here are very intentional. They're very self-conscious about how they appear socially, if you will, who they date, how they date. They don't want to be known as the town bicycle. Everyone, in Chiang Mai, Thailand, it's a pretty big city, but it's still small enough where people know what time it is, what's going on, who's dealing with who, and what's, you know what I'm saying. So people are aware of this, so it kind of unconsciously suppresses that type of behavior, if you will, from a lot of the men or the women. But with that being said, yeah, dude, we're getting married in about 3 months, if you will. I've shown pictures of her in my other videos. She's absolutely amazing. She's so sweet and kind. I mean, I can't tell you, it's night and day. And she's a beautiful woman. She cooks, she cleans, she does laundry, and she sings while she's doing it, bro. She's like literally sweeping the kitchen and stuff. Like, she's very, very clean, and singing while she does it, and I love it. I'm telling you, man, she's just a joyful person, a bubbly personality. She's very respectful. She makes sure that, when we're out in public, she's very grateful and, thank you so much. But she's always respectful, and she makes sure that people know that she's with, that we're together. I absolutely love it. She's modest. She comes from a great family. Her family doesn't have a lot of money. They've got some land in Isan, if you will, but her family's wonderful, and we're going to do our ceremony there in the village, if you will. But she comes from a great extensive family. They're all very Buddhist. They pray a lot, and they're very, I can't tell you the attitude. Like, they don't curse. Like, she doesn't cuss. I can't tell you. She rubs my back every morning when I get up. Like, she's just such a great woman. She's very particular about making sure everything's done and in order. And if I even try to intervene, she might get upset. Like, she will literally she doesn't want me to touch any of that stuff. Even if I help with dishes or something like that, which I don't mind doing. I do cook sometimes too. She lets me cook. She likes what I cook. It's hard to get the ingredients here to make certain things, but I do what I can. I like cooking. I love cooking. But we have a great relationship, honestly. And she's not a demanding woman when it comes to money. I mean, my rent where I live, I have a house about 8 kilometers out of town, a 2-bedroom house. It's got a yard, outside, front and back patio, covered garage with a gate and stuff. It's less than $200 a month. Less than $200 a month is what I pay, and she's happy with that. I've got a rented, or not a rented, I've got a used scooter. I bought it, you know, for 10,000 baht, which is about 290, a little less than $300. I bought it like 6 months ago. I put a video about it, and that sucker is still running strong to this day. And is she complaining? Hell no. Like the dude talking about pulling up on a bicycle. Like, honestly, like, people don't care about flashy stuff here. It's like the opposite. Like, having flash and pizzazz here, it draws negative attention, and it also draws a lot of jealousy, because people, like, to me, it's disrespectful to a lot of the culture here for me to come over here as a foreigner and buy a huge house, you know, or to drive something flashy. People look down on that. It's kind of the opposite of what it is in the West, if you will. I think it's a great thing. So it's kind of like, you know, you also have that you're socially conscious about keeping a low profile, you know, not being flashy, not having pizzazz. Like, of course, she, you know, Supawati, she loves to have beautiful stuff, beautiful clothes, get her nails done. She wants to have, like, you know, purses and stuff, but she just cheap, you know, often, like, what do you call it? Not black market, like, you know, rip off, you know, knockoff stuff. She's happy with that. Like, honestly, I think spending $2,000 on a bag is stupid. And this is what I'm saying, guys. So men are literally coming here, not even looking for women, for a marriage, which I like, even a little over a year ago, I was like, hell no. You know, but I had to go through the gauntlet, move further out, learn more Thai, become more acclimated into the culture, meet a good woman, and vet the hell out of her over a year. So we've lived together for over 6 months, and nothing's, like, everything's, like I said, it's our relationship's gotten a lot stronger, a lot better. I love this woman. I do. I care about her a lot, and she adores me. So guys are literally getting this message, and they are picking up and they're going, and they are coming over here and finding success. And I'm excited about this. Like, our whole family's excited, like, back home, and her family's excited. I just can't explain it enough. I'm kind of at a loss for words, but go give this man some love on this video. With that being said, guys, I love y'all. Yeah, I'm doing a deed. You know, I'm doing a deed. A lot of people wouldn't understand that until they come here. You know, you got to find a good, you know, find a good woman. It's not as easy, especially when you first come here. I don't think you can make this determination unless you spend some time here. You need to spend some time in the culture and start to understand. There are Jezebel activities, yes. There are some women that will rinse you, yes. But a lot of the times I see this, like, you know, we have a bar. I got stories, bro. I mean, I know guys that come in and, man, they picked up this chick at a bar, and they're trying to marry her. They don't even know her. They're on a 2-week holiday, and they're trying to marry this chick they met in a bar. Oh, she's a great woman. You know, I don't argue with them. I'm just like, yeah. You know, hey, you're just gonna have to learn the hard way, homie. So with that being said, you know, a good Thai or Asian woman's going to carry herself modestly. You know what I'm saying? Of course, she wants to be beautiful. They're very particular about this. She showers twice a day, every day, sometimes 3 times a day. They're very particular about this. So you need to look for these characteristics and still vet it with time. With that being said, guys, congratulations to all the other gentlemen out there who've come over here and found success, even though some of us aren't looking for that. I just wanted a better lifestyle where it's easy, laid back, and cheap, cost of living's low, people are happy. Even that alone I would still want to stay here. So there are bonuses, guys, to come in here and, you know, bid in your time. Anyway, with that being said, this is a long video. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. I love y'all. Get your passport. Get your passport. Don't come over here on a holiday thinking you're going to find a wife on a holiday. I highly doubt it. If you plan to live somewhere, spend, you know, some time. You got to spend some time somewhere and peep the culture, man. You gotta sit back and observe and give it some time. With that being said, I love y'all. Shout out. It's what it is. Throw me some love on this video. I'll see you on the next one, guys.